There are some massive secrets to Shanks' character that has been purposely repressed and erased from history, and I'm going to go over them right now. Before we get into the stereo video, in case you guys haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel and like this video. It really helps me out, and we're almost at 100 subscribers, which is awesome. Having the massive twist of Shanks being an evil character has always been a theory that's been tossed around for many years, but we've been collectively trying to figure out different pieces of evidence that would validate this claim for Shanks. And I believe that this history for Shanks that's been repressed purposely really answers that question. Now, the key to answering Shanks' past is in the details. I know it sounds very, very obvious, but with a lot of these theories, I could just throw any sort of thought out into the wind, but it's about the details. And the most interesting thing is that less than 100 chapters ago, we were revealed to a number of specific key important events in One Piece history that hasn't been told before. And we've also been told about this secret meeting that Shanks had with the Gorosei. So we're getting a lot more information with Shanks, and the biggest thing that I've seen that can really tie back to answering the question for Shanks' past is in the incident in God's Valley. Now, in case you guys don't know, the God Valley event happened 38 years ago, and it was when Rocks D. Xebec was taken down by Garp and Roger. So that's a very key event. And in the details, it says that it is 38 years ago. So that's a very, very important thing that they would name a specific time. And also, it was when Rocks D. Xebec was killed and the Rocks Pirates was disbanded. Now, I'm going to go and break down these sorts of details because you're probably wondering, why does this matter? Where does Shanks fit in this whole situation? Well, I mentioned that it happened 38 years ago. Shanks is 39 years old. So, taking that into consideration, it means that when Rocks D. Xebec was killed and the Rocks Pirates was disbanded, Shanks was an infant. He was there for these events. He was alive when this happened. But again, you're probably thinking, well, okay, he was alive. Other people were alive. What does Shanks have to do with the situation? A lot of people were alive during that time. Why Shanks specifically? Now, the very, very key piece of info that's in this story is that Garp was there with Roger. And if we know Garp and Roger's relationship, we know that flash forward when Roger was dying, that he entrusted Garp to take care of his son. So putting the pieces together about Shanks being 39 years old, the Rocks Pirates being disbanded 38 years ago, and that Garp and Roger were there in the event, paints the picture that there's a high chance that Shanks was actually on the Rocks Pirate ship because he is the son of Rocks D. Xebec. And when Rocks D. Xebec was killed by Roger and Garp, they discovered that Shanks was on the ship in the crew. The crew had now disbanded since that day. Garp understood that there was no hope for this child being the son of Rocks D. Xebec into the world. And so it was his decision that he would entrust this child to be left with Roger in his crew. We know that Garp has a very soft side to him, and that he can really clash with his morals, with his softer side, with trying to enforce the law. So having a situation being put in place makes a lot of sense, and it would also answer why this was brought up between Roger and Garp when Roger was dying and he wanted to entrust Ace into his care. And this also lines up with why Garp is so against Luffy admiring Shanks, because Shanks is the son of Rocks D. Xebec. He is a devil child. He is just absolutely insane. He should be hated. This is the thing. He should be hated being the son of Rocks D. Xebec. He should be exiled. It's just a terrible thing to be burdened with. And so, knowing the true nature of Shanks and having Luffy admire Shanks, it's just a red flag. So that's why Garp is so against Luffy admiring Shanks, is because of his history. If they show Xebec with red hair, it's over. It's confirmed, because that's really the thing, is that there is so little known about Rocks D. Xebec, and that it has been purposely erased from history, the event that happened with the God Valley incident. So no one really knows about what happened. So it makes a lot of sense that if Shanks is indeed the son of Rocks D. Xebec, and they're trying to erase as much history of Rocks D. Xebec as they can, that they would also erase the existence of his son being alive. With this whole story being told, it puts a massive question mark on whether Shanks really is a villain. And that being the son of Roxy Xebec, does that instantly make him a villain? And you know what? I'm not too sure, because let's say he's not, and that would make sense. Because if he is the son of Xebec and he hates Blackbeard, who was trying to follow in his father's shadow, then it makes sense that he'll be rooting Luffy on and trying his best to go and have Blackbeard be taken down, because he's eventually going to go and follow up on what Xebec was trying to achieve. And on the other hand though, being Xebec's son and having that be revealed, that would instantly paint a very dark, evil, twisted aspect to Shanks' character. And we know that a lot of these characters live up to their family lineage, their family ties. So there being a side to Shanks that has inherited Xebec's will, that can definitely go and paint him into that twisted, evil character. And if they do reveal him to go and be his son, that they would most definitely carry on in that direction, because Xebec is such an evil character that they are trying to erase everything that he did from history. Like, he did stuff that was so bad, it did not want to be known in existence ever. It's really interesting to think about the relationship between Shanks, Whitebeard, Roger, and Garp, because they would all collectively know that he is the son of Xebec. So because Roger and Whitebeard chat so often, and Roger just wants to chat about everything he knows, like they're so close. So he would have known that there was a child and that that would be Shanks. So he would have let Whitebeard know what was up. And so then having Shanks be in ties with Whitebeard is very, very telling. This might also explain the ties between Shanks and Legorise, because there may actually be some sort of connection with the Rock's family, with the Five Elders. I would love to know your thoughts about this theory. Personally, having the God Valley event happen 38 years ago and then have Shanks be 39 is such a specific piece of information to tell, and I think it definitely connects with Shanks in some way. I'd love to know your thoughts, and what do you think? He's actually an evil character? Is he Rox's son? Or what is his family lineage? What is his secrets? Let me know in the comment section down below. Once again, guys, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to go and like the video. It really helps me out. Thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you all on the next one.